The power to transform your life lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. It's time to awaken to the extraordinary potential that resides in your very being. Today, we speak of a profound truth that can revolutionize your existence. Force yourself to let go and live your life. These words may seem paradoxical at first. How can one force oneself to let go? Isn't letting go supposed to be effortless? But in this apparent contradiction lies a profound wisdom that can set you free from the chains of your past, your limiting beliefs, and the expectations of others. To truly understand this concept, we must first recognize the nature of our minds. Our thoughts, beliefs, and habitual patterns of thinking create the reality we experience. We often cling to these familiar patterns even when they no longer serve us, out of a misguided sense of safety or identity. This clinging, this resistance to change, is what keeps us trapped in situations that no longer align with our true desires and potential. Forcing yourself to let go is about consciously choosing to release these outdated patterns. It's about making the decision moment by moment to free yourself from the mental and emotional baggage that weighs you down. It's about daring to step into the unknown, trusting that what awaits you is far greater than what you leave behind. Now, this isn't about passivity or resignation. Forcing yourself to let go is an active process, a powerful act of self-liberation. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to face your fears head-on. It demands that you confront the parts of yourself that resist change, that cling to the familiar even when it no longer serves you. Think of it as cleaning out a cluttered room. At first, the task may seem overwhelming. You might feel attached to items that no longer have any real value or purpose in your life. But as you begin to sort through the clutter, making conscious decisions about what to keep and what to discard, you create space. And in this space, new possibilities emerge. This is what it means to force yourself to let go and live your life. It's about creating space in your mind, in your heart, in your very being, for the life you truly desire to manifest. It's about clearing away the mental and emotional clutter that obscures your vision of what's possible. Consider for a moment the areas of your life where you feel stuck or unfulfilled. Perhaps it's a job that no longer aligns with your passions. Maybe it's a relationship that has run its course, or it could be a belief about yourself that limits your potential. These are the areas where you need to force yourself to let go. But here's the crucial point. Letting go isn't about giving up or admitting defeat. It's about releasing your grip on what no longer serves you so that you can open your hands to receive what truly aligns with your highest good. It's about creating space for the new, the better, the more aligned to enter your life. This process of letting go and living your life fully is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice to release the old and embrace the new. It's about consistently choosing growth over comfort, possibility over limitation, life over mere existence. As you begin this practice, you may encounter resistance. Your mind, accustomed to its familiar patterns, may rebel against change. Fear may arise, whispering doubts and worst-case scenarios. This is normal. In fact, it's a sign that you're on the right track. Growth and transformation often feel uncomfortable but here's where the force yourself to let go comes into play. It's about pushing through that initial discomfort, that fear of the unknown. It's about choosing again and again to release your grip on the familiar and step into the possibility of something great. Think of it like learning to swim. At first, the water may feel uncomfortable, even threatening. Your instinct might be to cling to the edge of the pool, to what feels safe and familiar. But to truly swim, to experience the freedom and joy of moving through the water, you must let go of the edge. You must trust in your own ability to stay afloat, to move forward. This is what it means to force yourself to let go and live your life. It's about trusting your own innate ability to navigate the waters of life. Even when they feel unfamiliar or challenging, it's about releasing your grip on the known so that you can explore the vast ocean of possibility that awaits you. As you practice this, you begin to notice changes in your life. Things that once seemed impossible start to feel within reach. Opportunities that you couldn't see before suddenly become visible. Relationships improve, creativity flourishes, and a sense of freedom and joy permeates your days. This is because when you force yourself to let go, you align yourself with the natural flow of life. You stop resisting what is and start co-creating what can be. You open yourself to the infinite possibilities that exist in every moment. But remember, this is not about waiting for perfect circumstances to start living your life fully. It's about choosing to live fully right now. in this moment, regardless of external circumstances. It's about recognizing that the power to transform your life doesn't lie in some distant future or external event. It lies within you, in your ability to let go of what no longer serves you and open yourself to new possibilities. This might mean letting go of perfectionism and embracing progress. It might mean releasing the need for control and trusting in the unfolding of life. It might mean abandoning outdated dreams to make space for new, more aligned aspirations. Whatever it means for you, the key is to approach it with courage and conviction. As you force yourself to let go, you'll likely encounter fears and doubts. You might worry about what others will think or fear that you're making a mistake. These fears are natural, but they don't have to control you. Remember, every great achievement in human history began with someone daring to let go of the familiar and step into the unknown. Think of the Wright brothers, who had to let go of the belief that human flight was impossible. Consider Martin Luther King Jr., who had to release the acceptance of racial inequality to fight for a more just world. Every inventor, every social reformer, every person who has ever grown and evolved has had to force themselves to let go of old paradigms to create something new. You are no different. The life you dream of, the person you aspire to be, the impact you wish to make, all of these require you to let go of who you've been to become who you're meant to be. It requires you to release your grip on the familiar shore and sail into uncharted waters. That's your beautiful truth. As you force yourself to let go, as you dare to live your life fully, you'll discover strengths and abilities you never knew you had. You'll uncover reservoirs of courage, creativity, and resilience that are always within you. This journey of letting go and living fully is not always easy, but it is infinitely rewarding. Each time you choose to release what no longer serves you, you create space for something better. Each time you dare to step into the unknown, you expand your capacity for growth and joy. Consider how this mindset might transform your daily life. Imagine approaching each day with the intention to let go of what no longer serves you and fully embrace the present moment. How would your experiences change? How would your relationship deepen? How would your work become more meaningful? Think about your goals and dreams. From this perspective of letting go and living fully, they no longer seem distant or unattainable. They become exciting possibilities, invitations to grow and evolve. You no longer hope for success. You create it by releasing what holds you back and stepping boldly into your potential. This is a power that has always been within you. It's not something you need to acquire or earn. It's your natural state, your birthright. Forcing yourself to let go and live your life is simply a matter of remembering this truth and aligning your actions with it. But make no mistake, this is not a one-time decision. It's a moment-by-moment choice, a daily recommitment to growth and authenticity. It's about consistently choosing to release what no longer serves you, to let go of the past, and to fully inhabit the present moment. Think of it as a muscle that grows stronger with use. The more you practice letting go and living fully, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, it's no longer something you do. It's simply who you are. You don't force yourself to let go. Letting go becomes your default state, allowing you to flow with life rather than resist it. This transformation begins in your mind, in your conscious choice to release and renew. Each day, take time to reflect on what you need to let go of. What beliefs are holding you back? What habits are no longer serving you? What relationships or situations have you outgrown? As you identify these, make the conscious. As you consistently practice this, you'll find your outer world beginning to shift. People will respond to you differently. Opportunities will appear more frequently. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming will become exciting chances for growth and self-discovery. But here's a crucial point. Don't wait for these outer changes to believe in the power of letting go. Your belief must come first. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. By maintaining your commitment to letting go and living fully, regardless of external circumstances, you ensure that your reality has no choice but to align with your empowered state of being. This is where many people falter. They try letting go for a day or two, don't see immediate results, and revert to their old patterns. But that's like planting a seed and digging up the next day because it hasn't grown into a tree. It's absurd, right? The process of letting go and living fully is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, persistence, and trust in the process. Consider how this applies to your relationships. In practicing letting go, you release the need to control others or situations. You let go of past hurts and resentments. You release expectations of how things you'll have. In doing so, you create space for authentic connections, for love to flow freely, for relationships to evolve and deepen. In your career, letting go might mean releasing the fear of failure that keeps you from taking risks. It might mean abandoning a career path that no longer aligns with your values or passion. It might mean letting go of the need for external validation and instead finding fulfillment in doing work that truly matters to you. Even your health and well-being can be transformed by this practice of letting go. Stress, anxiety, and many physical ailments are often the result of holding on too tightly to control, to past experiences, to future. As you learn to let go, to release what you can't control and fully inhabit the present moment, you may find your overall well-being improving dramatically. But perhaps the most profound impact of forcing yourself to let go and live your life is on your spiritual growth. Many spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of surrender, of releasing attachment to outcomes. This practice of letting go aligns perfectly with these teachings, allowing you to experience a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and connection to something greater than yourself. In letting go, you create space for the divine to work in your life. You'll open yourself to guidance, to synchronicities, to the flow of universal energy. You stop trying to force outcomes and instead allow life to unfold in its perfect time. Think about the great spiritual leaders throughout history. They didn't cling to the status quo or resist change. They were willing to let go of everything, sometimes even their lives, in service of a greater truth. They understood that true power lies not in holding on, but in letting go and allowing something greater to flow through them. You have this same potential within you. By forcing yourself to let go and live your life fully, you're not just transforming your own experience. You're contributing to the evolution of human consciousness. As you release what no longer serves you, as you step into your authentic power, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage to let go awakens others to their own capacity for growth and transformation. Imagine a world where everyone practiced this principle of letting go and living fully. Imagine a society where people weren't held back by past hurts or future fears, where each individual was free to express their unique gifts and contribute their fullest potential. This is the world we can create, one liberated individual at a time, but it starts with you, right here, right now. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to have everything figured out. You simply need to make the decision to let go of what no longer serves you and step into the fullness of your life. Remember, letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're giving up or surrendering your power. On the contrary, it means you care so much about living authentically that you're willing to release anything that stands in the way of that. It means you're reclaiming your power from external circumstances and choosing to direct it towards creating the life you truly desire. As you move forward from this moment, carry with you the intention to let go and live fully. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what do I need to release to move through this with grace? What old belief or habit do I need to let go of to seize this fully? When you interact with others, reflect. What expectations or judgments can I release to connect more authentically? Forcing yourself to let go and live your life is not about becoming something you're not. It's about releasing everything that isn't truly you so that your authentic self can shine through. It's about clearing away the clutter of outdated beliefs, habits, and patterns so that you can see clearly who you are and what you're capable of. As you embrace this way of being, you'll find that life takes on a new vibrancy. Possibilities seem endless, joy becomes your natural state, and a sense of purpose infuses everything you do. This is because you're no longer experiencing life through the filter of past conditioning or future anxiety. You're seeing the world as it truly is, a field of infinite potential waiting for you to co-create with it. But remember, with this freedom comes responsibility. As you let go and step into the fullness of your life, be mindful of how you use this newfound power. Use it to create positive change, to uplift others, to contribute your unique gifts to the world. Your ability to let go should inspire, not harm. Your freedom should empower, not oppress. This is the true essence of forcing yourself to let go and live your life. It's not just about personal liberation. It's about becoming a force for good in the world. It's about releasing everything that holds you back so that you can step fully into your purpose, your power, your potential. As you move through your days from this empowered state, you'll find that you naturally inspire others. People will be drawn to your authenticity, your freedom, your zest for life without even trying. You'll find yourself leading by example, showing others what's possible when one dares to let go and live fully. That this journey is not always easy. There will be days when letting go feels impossible, when old habits and patterns try to reassert themselves. This is natural. Even the most liberated individuals face moments of struggle. The key is to persist, to keep choosing freedom even when it feels uncomfortable, to keep letting go even when your instinct is to hold on tightly. In these moments, return to your intention. Remind yourself why you chose this path of letting go and living fully. Connect with the vision of the life you're creating, the person you're becoming. Let this vision be your anchor, your guiding star when the journey feels. Remember, the process of letting go is ongoing. It's not something you do once and then you're done. It's a continual practice of releasing, renewing, and realigning. Each day brings new opportunities to let go of what no longer serves you and to step more fully into your authentic self. This constancy is key. Many people make the mistake of only practicing letting go when they're faced with major life changes or challenges. But true mastery comes from incorporating this principle into your daily life. It's about letting go of small annoyances, releasing minor grudges, abandoning limiting thoughts as they arise. This consistent practice is what truly transforms your life. It's not about having occasional moments of freedom or clarity. It's about living from that state of freedom consistently, allowing it to infuse every aspect of your being. When you do this, you'll find that your entire experience of life shifts. Like things that used to stress you out no longer have the same impact. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming now appear as exciting opportunities for growth. Relationships that used to drain you become sources of joy and mutual support. This is the true power of letting go. It doesn't just change your actions, it transforms your entire perception of reality. Forcing yourself to let go doesn't mean you'll never feel fear or resistance again. These emotions are part of the human experience. The difference is in how you respond to these feelings. When you've mastered the art of letting go, you acknowledge the fear or resist it, but you don't let it control you. You feel the urge to hold on, but you choose to release anyway. This is a crucial distinction. Many people believe that being free means never experiencing negative emotions. But this is a myth. True freedom isn't the absence of fear or resistance. It's the ability to let go and move forward despite these feelings. It's not about never wanting to hold on. It's about choosing to release even when part of you wants to cling. Think about someone learning to skydive. As they stand at the open door of the plane, every instinct might be screaming to hold on, to stay safe. But to experience the exhilaration of free fall, to truly fly, they must force themselves to let go and jump. This is the essence of our practice. We must be willing to release our grip on the familiar, even when it feels scary, to experience the freedom and joy that await us. As you practice this principle of letting go, you'll find that it becomes easier over time. What once felt like a monumental effort becomes second nature. You'll start to recognize more quickly when you're holding on to something that no longer serves you, and you'll be able to release it with greater ease. This doesn't mean you'll never struggle or face challenges. Life will still present obstacles and difficulties, but your response to these challenges will be fundamentally different. Instead of resisting them or being overwhelmed by them, you'll see them as opportunities for growth, chances to practice letting go and stepping into a higher version of yourself. Consider how this shift in perspective could transform your approach to problems. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you might ask, "What can I let go of to move through this situation with grace?" Instead of feeling stuck or victimized by circumstances, you empower yourself to choose your response, to release what you can't control and focus on what you can. This practice of letting go extends to all areas of your life. In your relationships, it might mean releasing expectations of how others should behave, letting go of the need to be right, or releasing past hurts that keep you from fully connecting in the present. In your career, it could involve letting go of a job that no longer aligns with your values, releasing the fear of failure that keeps you from pursuing your dreams, or abandoning outdated strategies that no longer serve your goals. Even in your relationship with yourself, the principle of letting go can be transformative. It might mean releasing self-criticism and embracing self-compassion. It could involve letting go of limiting beliefs about what you're capable of and opening yourself to new possibilities. It might mean releasing the need for perfection and embracing progress instead. As you apply this principle in your life, you'll likely notice a sense of lightness or freedom. It's as if you've been carrying a heavy backpack filled with unnecessary items and you're finally setting it down. You'll feel more energized, more alive, more present each moment. This presence, this aliveness, is the true gift of forcing yourself to let go and live your life. when you're not weighed down by the past or anxious about the future. You're free to fully inhabit the present moment. And it's in this present moment that life actually happens. It's here that joy is experienced, that connections are made, that creativity flows. Think about the times in your life when you felt most alive, most joyful. Chances are, these were moments when you were fully present, when you had let go of everything else and were simply immersed in the experience. This is the state we're aiming to cultivate more consistently through our practice of letting go. But remember, this isn't about trying to control your thoughts or emotions. It's not about forcing yourself into a state of constant bliss or denying the realities of life. It's about developing the ability to let go of what doesn't serve you, to release resistance to what is, and to open yourself to the fullness of life in each moment. This practice aligns beautifully with many spiritual traditions. In Buddhism, for example, the concept of non-attachment is central. This doesn't mean not caring or not engaging with life. It means engaging fully, but without clinging to. It means loving freely, but without trying to possess. It means giving your best effort, but without being attached to the results. And the Christian tradition, there's the practice of surrender, of letting go and letting God. This isn't about passivity, but about releasing the illusion of control and trusting in a higher power or a greater wisdom. It's about recognizing that our limited perspective might not always see the bigger picture, and being willing to release our grip on how we think things should be. In the Taoist tradition, there is the concept of wu-wei, often translated as non-doing or effortless action. This isn't about inaction, but about aligning oneself with the natural flow of life rather than constantly striving and pushing against it. It's about letting go of the need to force things and instead allowing them to unfold naturally. These diverse traditions all point to the same fundamental truth, that there is profound power and freedom in letting go. They recognize that much of our suffering comes from our resistance to life as it is, our clinging to how we think things should be, our inability to release and flow with the ever-changing nature of existence. By forcing yourself to let go and live your life, you're aligning yourself with this ancient wisdom. You're choosing to release resistance and flow with life rather than against it. You're deciding to trust in a wisdom greater than your own limited perspective. This trust is crucial. Often, what holds us back from letting go is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of loss, fear of change. But when we develop trust in ourselves, in life, in a higher power, if that aligns with our beliefs, we find the courage to release our grip on the familiar and open ourselves to new possibilities. Think of it like riding a bicycle. When you first learned, you might have been scared to take your hands off the handlebar. But as you gained confidence and trust in your balance, you found that you could ride with no hands, experiencing a new level of freedom and exhilaration. But this is what it's like to master the art of letting go in life. It might feel scary at first, but as you practice and develop trust, you experience a level of freedom and joy you never thought possible. As you continue on this journey of letting go and living fully, it's important to be patient and compassionate with yourself. There will be times when you fall back into old patterns of holding on. There will be days when letting go feels impossibly hard. This is all part of the process. The key is to not let these moments discourage you, but to see them as opportunities to practice, to recommit to your intention of living freely. And remember, every time you choose to let go, you're strengthening that muscle. You're reinforcing the neural pathways in your brain that make letting go easier in the future. You're building a new habit, a new way of being in the world. And like any new habit, it takes time and consistent practice to fully establish. But the rewards of this practice are immeasurable. As you master the art of letting go, you'll find that you're able to move through life with greater ease and grace. You'll be more resilient in the face of challenges, more open to opportunities, more present in your relationships. You'll experience a deeper sense of peace, a greater capacity for joy, a more profound connection to yourself and to life itself. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of lightness and possibility. Imagine approaching each situation in your life, whether it's a difficult conversation, a new project at work, or a personal goal, with the ability to let go of preconceptions and be fully present. Imagine being able to love freely, create boldly, live authentically, unburdened by the weight of the past or anxiety about the future. This is the life that's available to you when you master the art of letting go. This is the freedom that awaits you when you force yourself to release what no longer serves you and step fully into the present moment. This is the joy that becomes your natural state when you align yourself with the flow of life rather than resisting it. But remember, this freedom, this joy, this alignment, they're not destinations to reach. They're not some future state that you'll one day arrive at and then be done. They're available to you right now, in this very moment, if you're willing to let go and open yourself to. They're a way of being in the world that you can choose in each moment, regardless of external circumstances. This is the true power of forcing yourself to let go and live your life. It's not about changing the world around you. It's about changing your relationship to the world. It's about shifting from a stance of resistance and control to one of acceptance and flow. It's about releasing your grip on how you think things should be and opening yourself to the infinite possibilities of what could be. As you move forward from this moment, carry with you this intention to let go and live fully. Let it infuse every aspect of your life. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what can I let go of today? When you face a challenge, wonder what would happen if I release my resistance to this situation. When you interact with others, consider, how can I let go of judgments and connect more authentically? Make letting go a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice. Let it become as natural as breathing, a constant cycle of releasing and receiving, letting go and allowing in. As you do this, you'll find that your life begins to flow more smoothly. You'll notice that opportunities seem to arise more frequently, that relationships become more fulfilling, that a sense of peace and contentment becomes your default state. But don't take my word for it. Experience it for yourself. Start right now in this very moment. What can you let go of? What resistance can you release? What possibility can you open yourself to? Force yourself to let go just for this moment and notice how it feels. Notice the sense of spaciousness, of freedom, of aliveness that arises when you release your grip on how things should be and allow yourself to be fully present with what is. And this is your birthright. This is the life you were meant to live, free, full, authentic. It's available to you right now if you're willing to let go and claim it. So take a deep breath, release your grip, and step into the fullness of your life. The word is waiting for you now. The real you, the free you, the fully alive you. It's time to let go of everything that's been holding you back and live the life you were born to live. Remember, the power is within you. The choice is yours. In each moment, you can choose to hold on or to let go, to resist or to flow, to contract or to expand. Choose wisely. Choose freedom. Choose life. Force yourself to let go and live your life fully, starting right now. Your future self will. As we conclude, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on what you've heard today. What resonated with you? What challenged you? What area of your life is calling for you to let go and live more fully? But these are not just rhetorical questions, they're invitations to deeper self-awareness and personal growth. Perhaps you've realized that you've been holding onto a past hurt that's been preventing you from fully engaging in your relationships. Maybe you recognize that fear of failure has been holding you back from pursuing your dreams. Or perhaps you've become aware of a limiting belief about yourself that you're ready to release. Whatever it is, know that the very act of becoming aware is the first step towards change. By recognizing what you need to let go of, you've already begun the process of releasing it. Now, it's simply a matter of making the conscious choice, moment by moment, to continue letting go and stepping into the fullness of your life. Remember, this is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing practice. It's a way of being in the world that you'll need to choose again and again. There will be times when it feels easy and natural, and times when it feels incredibly challenging. But with each choice to let go, you're building your capacity for freedom and fullness of life. So go forth with courage and conviction. To trust in your ability to let go of what no longer serves you and to open yourself to new possibilities. Have faith in the process of life, knowing that as you release the old, you create space for something new and better to enter. You have within you everything you need to live a life of freedom, joy, and fulfillment. All that's required is your willingness to let go of what stands in the way. So take a deep breath, release your grip on the familiar, and step boldly into the unknown. Force yourself to let go and live your life fully. Your journey to true freedom and authentic living begins now. The time is right. The moment is here. Let go and live.